Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the top side as the Lord Commissar. We have period? Is it just a period? That's just a period to me. Spawn on bottom side as the Daemon Hunter. We have your old boy Anter. We got a strike squad being put on the field. We got Hero Guardsman into Sentinel. A little bit different. Usually we see Sentinel into Hero Guardsman, the Rebel. We do have the Inquisitor Stormtrooper eyeing for the PowerPoint. Commissar is going for the PowerPoint, but the Imperial Guardsmen are not going for the PowerPoint. They're going for the requisition points. Inquisitor Stormtroopers are making around the flank. Got this point now being activated. We do have the Sentinel now deployed out in the field, a very aggressive unit. He starts stomping his way forward, and soon he'll be upgraded with the actual stomp.
Support structure complete.
Now we do have the strike squad getting some damage there onto the Imperial Guardsmen. Lord Commissar now making his way forward. Oh, here, Inquisitor Stormtroopers advancing forward. Does get behind some light cover there. Sentinel does destroy the cover there, and no stomp upgrade just yet. Need a little bit more power, I believe. Lord Commissar now engaging the strike squad in melee. His shield generator is almost down. Imperial Guardsmen come over here and support him.
Generator operational.
And now got the Lord Commissar receiving quite a bit of fire there. Sentinel not being upgraded to Stomp. The Sentinel's going to be charging forward, and here comes Stomp. Getting the Lord Commissar to get some great damage there onto that strike squad. Strike squad's not full of trolling. This model does not go down just yet.
Support structure complete.
Daemon Hunter now capturing up this requisition point, VP. Coastal Stormtroopers advance forward, getting some good damage there on the Imperial Guardsman, who will be upgraded to Sergeant now. Great grenade right there, and now it's starting to fall on back. The other Imperial Guardsmen have been upgraded to Sergeant as well. And a Sentinel will spot the Daemon Hunter. Daemon Hunter's receiving a bit of fire there. Stomp. Lord Commissar now being upgraded the Power Sword to give him a little bit extra damage. He's replacing his not so powerful sword with a Power Sword. Actually, did his animation even change when that got swapped out? I don't think his animation even changed. We do now have the Daemon Hunter receive a bit of damage there and does fall back in time. Power Sword. Effective against infantry, grants the lead by example, which inspires nearby troops, increasing the Commissar's speed by 1 and causing to perform special attack with every strike. 50 power melee DPS.
Stormtroopers reporting ready.
Imperial Guardsmen advance forward, trying to get this good damage onto this power node.
We have lost a building to the enemy.
Ready for duty.
Stormtroopers reporting ready.
The
Strike Squad
enemy
has,
is
of course, been
capturing
upgraded
one
the
of our
Tome of
strategic
Titans.
points.
Inquisitor Stormtroopers eyeing for this requisition point. Let's get a decent cast on the Imperial Guardsman, and got the Daemon Hunter also channeling its ability. This channel doesn't do any additional damage over time. Does do some good slow suppressing, which also does affect his freshly deployed out interception squad. Casual Devils have been deployed out in the field as well. And does get grenade launcher barrage down to the interception squad. Lord Commissar firing away, got a cast there. You got to upgrade Emperor's Torch, which that is called the Emperor's Torch ability. Light at the Emperor, that's what that ability is called. And now we've got some teleporting forward, getting some good damage there. Casual Devils firing some shots there onto the interception squad. Your guards need to fall back entirely. They do. Got a shotgun blast onto the Daemon Hunter as well. The Daemon Hunter has also been upgraded to Blessed Icon. This sanctified relic grants the Warden Emperor, increasing the speed of allied infantry in a radius 15 by 2.5, reducing the damage by 40%. So a good ability to sort of blob forward with. Though we now got the Daemon Hunter receiving massive damage there. Sentinel probably will not be able to get the kill there. He may be eyeing for grenade launcher barrage. Oh wait, that was not Imperial Guardsmen, that was Coastal Stormtroopers. Grenade launch barrage does connect, but somewhat missed there. Rear guardsman firing away, no flamethrower there to help them clear out the garrison. Agion Devil Squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. So Stormtroopers falling, trying to pursue them. Sentinel here could get the stomp. Does get the stomp there, but the forces were already falling back, and the Commissar Stormtroopers do fall back to 2 members with less than 50 health remaining. Over here, we've got the Imperial Guardsmen advancing on forward. And now we got the Sentinel receiving some repairs. Second Agion Devil Squad being plotted on field, going for heavy tier 1 play, the Lord Commissar is. And overall, he does have good power generation as well in comparison to opponent. And when it comes to reserves, the Daemon Hunter went for a lot of upgrades early on, such as his chest plate and his grenade slot. I'm not sure exactly what that slot, what people tend to call it. Such Squad does teleport forward, and now the Lord Commissar seeing quite a bit of damage there. Stomp does miss. Commissar's down as low as 5 health, but managed to withdraw from the region. Emperor's Torch is still on the ground. And the forces are seeing a bit of fire there, and someone needs some repairs. Agion Devil Squad advancing forward, maybe trying to have a grenade launcher barrage there. Over here, we got the Crystal Stormtroopers receiving quite a bit of damage there from the Agion Devil Squad. That is the fresh wood. Grenade launcher barrage does knock back the Interceptor Squad. Daemon Hunter received a bit of fire there. We got the Interceptor Squad being forced back. Strike Squad sprinting away thanks to the Ward of the Emperor ability. And now I've got tier 2 being researched for the Daemon Hunter. The Lord Inquisitors almost have enough power, does have enough power for tier 2 as well. So the Lord Commissar having all of these squads is only slightly behind power, which is actually not bad. I would say if you're only slightly behind, you have all these extra squads. I'd say that's actually net gain. Plus now he's starting to gen bash. Does get a good channel there onto these forces. It's just squad teleport force as well. Amazing, the shotgun blast there onto the Interceptor Squad. Does get a shotgun blast down the Interceptor Squad there. Rear guardsmen now trying to focus down the Interceptor Squad there. Got the Emperor's Torch right there, which should do some great damage. Seeing it is an AoE effect on top of the Imperial Guardsmen, which tend to be disintegrated by AoE effects. And we've got a Master Streak coming on out for the Lord Commissar. The Lord Commissar himself is in the center of the map. Sentinel's receiving quite a bit of fire as well, needs to fall back. And we do actually have a triple capture in favor of the Lord Commissar, only for a brief moment. Only gains slight VP advantage in the meantime. Got the Emperor's Ward pushing these guys farther forward and quicker. But if something needs to fall back entirely, Lord Commissar not being upgraded the comparative pace armor, which does increases health and health regen by 2.5, reduces the energy cost of Inspired Courage to 25, and the cooldown by 5 seconds. Grants the Lord Commissar 50% increased damage for 15 seconds, and it breaks suppression if he's currently expressed at start of execution. That Sentinel's down to 18 health. He's trying to hit it. Oh crap! He is dancing around a little bit there. Grenade almost connected. That grenade could have killed off a Sentinel, but now receiving some much-needed repairs. Sometimes these guys are a little bit buggy when moving around. Oh, is that Vindicator Assassin? I saw that reticle. Vindicator Assassin has been deployed on the field. The squad does get tied up in melee by the Lord Commissar. Teleports forward. Lord Commissar's shield is almost down. Shotgun blast there onto the Strike Squad. Does Agion Devil receive a bit of damage as well. Doesn't have the Sergeant upgrade just yet, nor does this one. Strike Squad seeing quite a bit of fire there. Upgrading the Imperial Guardsman with plasma is going to be half bad. And excellent cast there onto the Imperial Guardsman. Strike Squad has full withdrawal. Doesn't drop any models there. Agion Devil's falling back as well. Now you got 2 Chimeras deployed on the field. Interesting. Oh, there's one heavy mounted. He's probably going to load up Imperial Guardsmen inside each of those chimeras and going to be running around. And all the Casual Devils are already pretty hard to pin down. Then, Lord Commissar's force is going to be very hard to pin down. So the Vindicator Assassin's not being swapping up the armor-piercing rounds. Does load mount up, makes his way forward. Commissar does force back the Vindicator Assassin. And the Daemon Hunter does fall back as well. Gains a forward reinforcements as well. This Lord Commissar, he's going to be hard to pin down his force. Let's see, what could he deploy on out? He's going for his Justicar leader for his Interceptor Squad, which does have a weapon thing. Oh, he doesn't have the weapon just yet. I'm thinking the Infantry Squad was it Purifiers that had the Warhammer. Either we got plasma guns now on some of these Pure Guardsmen. Teleports forward, the other one's being upgraded pure plasma guns as well. Interceptor Squad teleporting forward, does throw a grenade there, suppressing the Casual Devils there. Getting some great damage there. I hear a heavy bolter gun. Oh yes, the Chimera has a heavy bolter in the front of its hull. I always forget about that. You actually don't hear that thing fire all too often, do you? Most people use the pentabounce on the side fire. We got, of course, these Chimeras now firing, pushing way forward. And the heavy bolter's firing again. It doesn't fire all too often, does it? Am I going crazy? But I don't think I've really ever heard this gun fire all too often. Does take out the power generator right there. Start hitting these power generators, rest of these power generators now. Over here, we've got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers capturing those side points. All power generators are down. Vindicator Assassin trying to find the armor-piercing round. And I do got a cast right there. I think it was called Retribution. He has been upgraded with the Force Rod, which grants a Retribution ability. Grants the silence. Oh, and that Casual Devil was not being paying attention there. Oh, he said it was stuck. Which silences damage and knockbacks enemies. In actuality, that Retribution ability was a direct hit. It should have been a big knockback. So that may be what got him stuck. Inquisitor Stormtroopers do fall back now. Yep. When you lose a squad to a bug like that, it's never fun. Grenade launcher barrage does connect on these forces. Daemon Hunter now receiving a bit of fire there, capturing the central VP. The VPs are still very, very similar, aren't they? Now I do got a heavy weapons team being pulled on the field, designed for some suppression. I doubt it's going to be for an autocannon. Chimeras push way forward. We got the rear armor exposed on this one, and the Vindicator system does fall back. The Daemon Hunter needs to deploy out more AT vehicle weapons there. There's two Chimeras going for, I don't say dedicated AT vehicle, but some additional units that can get some good damage onto it. Wouldn't be half bad. Right now, Dreadnought would be expensive axe. But that's the only thing that comes to the top of my head. I don't think it must go for Purifiers either. That's gonna get inside the Chimera. The pintle mounts are firing, not from this one, however. Pintle mounts are no longer firing there. Pure Guardsman takes 14 great damage there. Pure Guardsman trying to engage him in melee. Exceptional Squad does tie up the Haven Squad, which has been upgraded to autocannon. Interesting. Let's get the Retribution there. Does lose the Heavy Squad immediately. Hull mounted Pindles are firing away. Firing from multiple angles there. It's a broadside from both sides. Let's load up the other one, but this one's almost gone down to the Vindicator Assassin. Down, it does get destroyed there. Both Imperial Guardsmen load up on this Chimera. The Lord of Commissar is losing a lot of assets. He's about ready. He should have enough to go for a Stronghold Tier 3. Very good research to force back that squad. Does get a snare grenade there from the Interceptor Squad. Imperial Guardsman trying to fire away. He's focused on Vindicator Assassin. That's the biggest threat to his Chimera. And the Lord of Commissar is just so slow at the moment. And there goes the other Chimera. Exception Squad does fall back. We still got the Daemon Hunter getting some great damage there. It does fall back now. The Lord Commissar has upgraded the stubbornness. As there's more enemy or more allies around him, the more health regen he gets. He regenerates every 10.5% health every 16, 8, 4, or 2 seconds, depending if there is at least 1, 10, 20, or 30 loyal troops nearby.
It's captured.
Generator operational.
Enemy contact. Right.
Does get a shot there, but does force back that squad. Vindicare Assassin does get a shot there. Has upgraded the Cameline stealth suit. Leoline suit, I think. That's how you pronounce it. Probably not. Lord Inquisitor needs to fall back entirely. Do got this point now being captured on up by the Lord Inquisitor. So this soon be triple captured by the Lord Inquisitor. Right now, he is still behind VPs by a small margin, but that will rapidly change now. Lord Commissar does fall back and does lose him a little bit foolishly. Does get a great shotgun blast there onto the strike squad. Do now have a Lehman Russ being put on the field. He has gotten his tier 3 up. A Lehman Russ with either Vanquisher Cannon or Executioner Cannon wouldn't be half bad. Against heavy infantry, the Executioner Cannon doesn't provide a little extra benefit, honestly. So the Vanquisher Cannon for the extra range probably wouldn't be half bad. Immediately redeploys out his Lord Commissar.
The chapter banner flies high.
Do not have a Grey Knight Dreadnought being deployed out on the field.
We have the target in hand.
The task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Lord,
Reporting
no, the Lord Inquisitor is starting to engage the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers.
We are under attack.
The Lord Commissar is down by 33% health, trying to go for the garrison now. It does get inside the garrison, it's going straight for the VP.
The enemy is capturing.
Shots on there on the Daemon Hunter. It does go for the Executioner Cannon there, but does get some good friendly fire damage. Except squad does get a good shotgun or grenade launcher blast on the Vindicare Assassin, knocking him back. Does perhaps go for the grenade there. There's the snare grenade, but I think it may have missed the Lehman Russ. Does miss the Lehman Russ there. Vindicare Assassin now seeing massive damage right there. Vindicare Assassin could be overran by the Lehman Russ. Got this force falling back. Imperial Guardsmen still in the region, so is all the squads alive there. Does potentially got a rear armor hit there onto the Vindicare Assassin. Vindicare Assassin probably is being refueled right now. Seen a bit of fire there from the Lehman Russ. The heavy bolter cannons getting some great damage there. And now we've got the Vindicare Assassin falling on back. And now we do have a Great Dreadnought being upgraded plasma cannon. The Lehman Russ needs a lot of repairs at the moment. No melt. Now upgrade the Sarge upgrade onto the Casual Devil. We'll give him a Sarge with a melter gun. Great Dreadnought receiving more damage now. And now we do have the plasma cannon upgrade, which should be a bit more effective versus the Lehman Russ than that flamethrower. Oh, what's that? Mine drop. He tries to go for the retreat path of the mines. Looks like he's not going to get any detonations, however. Almost does blow up some of his own landmines, however. Lehman Russ not pushing forward. He does have a bit of resources stored on up. He could go for another Lehman Russ relatively soon. Green Knight Dreadnought receiving massive fire there. The all-mounted lads can also gain some good damage on in. And the Great Knight Dreadnought does in fact go down. You have to be careful of the Vindicare Assassin. The Lehman Russ is a little bit wounded. Flare has been cast there to reduce the maximum range there. May want to go for a grenade launcher barrage with the Casual Devils relatively soon. And Imperial Guardsmen do get knocked back there. Trek Squad does teleport forward, but I mean Section Squad there. Lord Commissar receive a bit of damage there, needs to fall back on soon. Grenade was thrown on top of the Casual Devils there, does retreat back in time. Lord Commissar falling back as well. Lehman Russ down to 130 health, not a lot of health for me. Now got the Section Squad there, trying to get some melee hits there, getting some decent damage. Down to 7 health. The small arms fire even pose a threat to Lehman Russ, down to 4 health. Needs repairs, down to 2 health, down to 1 health, and dead. Didn't get the repair ability off in time.
Fight on and drive the enemy back.
Though I think the Vindicator Assassin probably would have pursued and destroyed it either way. Going for another Lehman Rust now. Vindicator Assassin has been spotted. Action Devils are camouflage spotting squad. The Vindicator Assassin is also a camouflage spotting squad. Lines detecting all these landmines there. Emperor's Torch has been cast on in. Retribution ability knocks back some of these forces. And he does save the Vindicator Assassin from being overran. VPs are very similar from both sides. Slight advantage for the Lord Commissar.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Another Lehman Rust now upon the field is being upgraded to Facial Cannon. Once the extra range. IED does detonate. Got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers falling on back. Another Grey Knight, Dreadnought with a plasma cannon. This is not mine for tier 3. And now we've got another mine drop there. The Facial Cannon will give the Lehman Rust more room to maneuver around that Grey Knight Dreadnought. Imperial Guardsman getting knocked back right there. Lord Commissar is currently suppressed, and looks like he is fully withdrawing from. Nope, he's just making soft retreat away. If he stays near his buddies, all of his loyal men, he will get some good health regen. Now we've got the Imperial Guardsman here, now falling back. Catching Devils getting a shotgun blast there onto the Interceptor Squad, and the Lord Commissar does fully withdraw. Let's get the Interceptor Squad to teleport forward. Lehman Rust receive a hit there from the Grey Knight Dreadnought, but the Grey Knight Dreadnought didn't do a whole lot of damage right there. Action Devils are falling back entirely. Your Guardsman gets forward, but getting a shot there on the Grey Knight Dreadnought. Grey Knight Dreadnought's not doing a lot. That's not a lot of damage on the Lehman Rust. Lehman Rust should be more than fine to deal with that Grey Knight Dreadnought. He needs to get that Grey Knight Dreadnought engaged more properly. Imperial Guardsman trying to repair up the Lehman Rust as well. Vindicator Assassin's here to engage as well. Right there. Grey Knight Dreadnought's almost down, and it's not probably withdrawing it whatsoever. He's just trying to hold the line for the Vindicator Assassin. Does get a little shot there. Anti-material rifle is doing some good work there, but he just wants to just keep it back. He is going to repair it on up. Lord Commissar here receiving a bit of fire. Vindicator Assassin's almost out of energy. Does fall back now. Now I do got another Lehman Rust on the build queue. We'll see the Imperial Guardsman just eyeing for mass tanks, which is not a bad idea. Lehman Rust is a good model tank. Needs some great hits there onto the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. And does get a landmine detonation down the Daemon Hunter. He still has not destroyed these landmines. Retribution ability not being cast on in, knocking back the Imperial Guardsman. What if the science effect prevents him from repairing up the Lehman Rust? That's the Lehman Rust, not even a big threat right there. Does get another knockback. Interceptor Squad teleporting forward. Has to be careful of the grenades they can throw. Does get some hits there as well. Getting some damage there. Second Lehman Rust is almost out of the field, and he also has enough resources for a third. Interceptor Squad pushing way forward. Lehman Rust needs some repairs. Got a conversion beamer now on the field. Does go off flare there to save his Lehman Rust. Imperial Guardsman advancing forward. They're trying to repair up the Lehman Rust now. Interceptor Squad's falling back. Lehman Rust Interceptor Squad may go down now. Looks like it does may stay alive. Trying to go for some VP. One VP has been reclaimed by the Imperial Guardsman by the Catch Devils. It's going to receive some Vindicator Assassin shots there. Lord Commissar just charging on forward. Two Lehman Rusts here, both upgraded fake for Kent there. Another mine drop there. Emperor's Torch now deployed on the field. These landmines are being spotted by something, not sure by what, however. Imperial Guardsman being pursued by the Interceptor Squad. And the Lord Commissar will be captured at this point. Needs to capture this point now. And the Imperial Guardsman will be making their way over that point now. Conversion beamer. Where is the conversion beamer? All the way back here, Vindicare Assassin.
The enemy is
Getting some shots there. He's going for a repair bunker. Very, very nice. That will provide the Leman Russ some good constant repair even while in combat, allowing the Imperial Guardsmen to move around a little bit better. Ours is shot off there. Imperial Guardsmen may sneak in this area, or the Cajun Devils. Cajun Devils are camouflage revealing squad. Lord Commissar is going to say hi. Ooh, direct hit there. And it's not going to retreat path. Repair upgrade there. Vindicare Assassin receiving massive fire. Good, it's there. Now I'm going to receive some constant repairs from these bunkers. He's going to be refocusing down their wounded Leman Russ first. And then these VPs being captured up. If the Cajun Devils sort of just came to that point, that may be good. They have a lot of knockback, a lot of ways to re-secure a VP. Leman Russ is now receiving a bit of fire there. Conversion of Leman Russ sitting on up. It takes a bit of time to set on up and deploys out a flare there. Now the Leman Russ can just engage in rain. Crystal Stormtroopers receiving a bit of fire from the Leman Russes. So he's going to see this point here, but it's not going on in. He could also claim the bunker for himself as well. Does claim the bunker. The squad does teleports forward.
We are under attack.
Here, Guardsmen sort of soft treating away. The Leman Russ can stay and engage. This force doesn't pose a massive threat to the Leman Russes at the moment. And in fact, a lot of his Imperial Guardsmen are getting hit quite severely bad. Imperial Guardsmen just need a full retreat at this point in time. And now got these forces getting hit. Troop capture in favor of the Imperial Guardsmen. I'm not sure how he did that. The Central VP should have been decaptured a long time ago. Conversion beam now firing away. The Imperial Guardsmen need to tie up both these forces up in melee. And now got a Leman Russ to reinforce. That is a line of sight blocker there, I believe. That Leman Russ does destroy the line of sight blocker there, but does switch targeting priority. More landmines there. Vindicare Assassin is fully dead right now. Conversion beam falling back. Conversion beam may go down. And the repair bunker has been reclaimed. The Leman Russes can advance forward. This one should just stay back, get some repairs first before pushing forward. If your Guardsmen need to reinforce it, and it looks like the... Okay, that's just the Lord Commissar casting GG. Not contesting this point at the moment.
Strategic point spotted here.
Conversion beam is sitting on up. No, that is a Percussion Squad upgrade of the side cannon. Did he swap out his weapon? No, the other one went down. Needs some much needed repairs thanks to the repair bunker. So Stormtroopers trying to decapture this point. Cajun Devils going to be trying to stop this one from being captured. Got a grenade launcher barrage loaded on up. And does not decapture this point in time. And he will likely lose the squad entirely. Grenade launcher barrage does not come force, and that is going to be game. Mr. VP is trying to be decaptured by the Daemon Hunter, but I think, yeah, and the Lord Commissar saw to that. And the strike squad does fall back. And that is game.
Those who hold fast to the Emperor are never truly defeated.
This is Great saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.